So, you've just heard the word headnote for the first time. Fun, right? Let's get a brief overview of what a headnote is, and then we'll go and look at them in both Westlaw and Lexis. A headnote is an editorial enhancement that the databases add to cases that quickly show you every point of law discussed in that case. This is what they look like in Westlaw, and here is what they look like in Lexis. Quick word of caution: headnotes are written by editors at Westlaw and Lexis and are not to be cited to, as they are not a part of the case. The headnotes give you a lot of information, like the broad area of law that point of law comes from, a much more specific description of that point of law, a summary from the case on the discussion of that point of law, and they can quickly lead you to other cases that discuss that particular point of law. Are you sick of hearing me say point of law? Me too. That's just a broad overview. Let's go see this in action. When you get to a case, before you even scroll down to read the opinion, take a quick look at the headnotes to help you quickly determine what the case is about and whether or not it is relevant to your legal issue. In Westlaw, you can get to the headnotes by scrolling down past the synopsis or using the outline on the left. As we briefly scroll through them, we can quickly understand that this case is about a homicide, and in particular about circumstantial evidence in a homicide trial. The headnotes are listed in the order they appear in the case, so Headnote 1 is the first point of law discussed. Headnote 2 is the second point of law discussed, and so on. You can click the number to go down to that area in the case and read what the opinion has to say. You can see that this case has been cited in over 1,800 other cases. Sifting through that would take a while, but you can use the headnotes to quickly filter away cases you don't care about. Clicking on cases that cite this headnote will filter the citing references to only those cases that have cited to State v. Webb on this particular point of law. You can then use further filtering options to narrow down even further if you need to. If there is more than one headnote that you'd like to filter by, you can head to Citing References and use your filters on the left to choose multiple headnote numbers. Let's go see what this looks like in Lexis. In Lexis, the headnotes are also under the case summary, or you can use the scroll bar on the left. You can see that it is the same case we looked at in Westlaw, but Lexis categorizes their headnotes differently. We are still in criminal law and procedure, talking about evidence, and in particular, circumstantial evidence. You can again use the headnote numbers to jump directly to that portion of the case, and you can narrow down the over 1,900 citing decisions to cases that have cited to State v. Webb for a particular point of law. Again, if you want cases that cite to State v. Webb on more than one point of law, you can head to Citing Decisions and use the filters to pick the headnotes you are interested in. And then you can narrow further using the other filters, or search for something in particular. For instance, we could search for different result, and now we have 4 cases that have cited to State v. Webb on Headnotes 1 and 2 and have used the term different result in them. Now that you've had a chance to see how you can use headnotes in action, let's go do a little practice.